in like the midst of storytelling, this this thing right here is pretty tiny, right? It's pretty tiny, and that's good. That's really good. And this is basically just like a big sheet of a big like clump of paper towels, whatever, that I used to basically dry. I used this to dry the inside of that. And what is this? I mean, what is this, you think, or you ask? I mean, well, it's, again, because I'm cheap, aka I don't have money to buy certain things. And, also, I'm kind of watched as far as, like, what I buy. And, my business is snooped through as far as what I buy. Especially, like, when it comes, like, online. So, as far as buying an STP, I couldn't do it, so I had to make one. This is my crappy attempt at an STP, and I'll get to why it looks the way it does. I'd seen online that basically you can make your own, and then it hit me. Oh yeah, you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't you make this? So I started up plans in my head of how I'm gonna make mine, how big it's gonna be, and how long, and how wide and everything, and blah blah blah. Yeah, and this right here is the result. When I did this, this was an old little bottle, and like more feminine, you know, hair products back in the day that I found in somewhere like in my bathroom, in the crap in my bathroom. I don't even use that crap anymore. Like, that's that kind of like feminine shampoo and hair straightening shampoo type stuff that I used to use like way back when I had a perm and everything. More feminine days. But like I said, it's mostly junk and I need to throw that crap out. But whatever. Look, African pride. Yeah, it's kind of blurry, but it's basically hair straightener. Like I said, for perms and everything. You can find this. You can find this thing like, like cheap, like $5 or $10 boxes they sell at Walmart or Walgreens. You know, for basically straightening your hair, your really, really, really curly hair. And it worked. The stuff worked, but that's not the point. Whatever. Um, I needed something. Like I said, there are all kinds of like shampoo and conditioner, hair care products in my bathroom. But I needed something that wasn't like this size. You know, you saw SpongeBob over there. I needed something that wasn't this size, but also something that wasn't, too small, like this. And this doesn't even make any sense. It's my guitar pick. Yeah, so I found this, and basically why it looks like this, that like all burnt and crusty, because well, I burned it. I had taken a lighter, and I tried to really shape it because I had seen STPs and how they look, and heard other trans guys talking about, you know, kind of how you really have to have like this cupping system, which is what this right here is. This cupping system. That way you can just like holst it right underneath you, underneath your junk, and basically it stops from the flow. You know what I'm talking about when I say the flow from backing up in your pants when you're trying to go pee pee. Really, it stops it helps with um you peeing in your pants basically. If you have like this little cup, this little like stump. This is what I try to do. Basically, had everything I needed, so I basically just taken my lighter, and I burned a hole in the bottom, and I kept burning it, and trying to shape it. And eventually, I got this. And I'm gonna say, number one, from using this thing, this is my brilliant idea. I already knew it was gonna be the best because of this. Like, okay, so after I put it in between, A and B, and it's where I want it to be. It's around C, if you're following my drift, like when I'm trying to use this thing, when I did. Um, since it has like this weird little like corner right there, that meant, and I even knew that when I was making this, I was like, okay, this means that flow, that all of that the pee basically is gonna, stay right here. And that means that if I put it back in my pocket or whatever, that means it's gonna stink. And it's gonna stink over time and probably mold and all the other stuff is gonna start to happen. Basically, it's not worth as much of the trouble. But that's basically what this is for. Um, I would rinse it out real good, and shake it, rinse it around. Then I would literally cram this into it, and that would soak up all the moisture. And then I didn't have to worry about, it really smelling and it stinking because it smelled like piss. I didn't have to worry about that. But using this thing, even though I try to be smart and I try to use this, I try to make a little like a little cup to prevent the flow from backing up. I don't know if it's just because this thing is too small, but whenever I used it, and I tested it a few times, wherever I could here and there. Nope, like at home, nowhere. I was like alone, obviously. Um, I never dared to use this thing. I never used this thing in public, ever. Like a urinal. I never did that because this thing doesn't work. And I don't know if it's just, I think I made this, I think because it's really not even. Like if you could just really look at it. Like this side has more cup on this side than on the opposite side. And I thought I was being smart, and I thought I was making like this great design. Like I said, I had okay, and like I said, since it's not even, like here's the front of it. It goes to the side. You see what I'm saying? Like it's slanted. So that meant that I had to kind of turn it like this. And I had to cup it up into my whatever. And I still don't know what to call that place. That special place. Still don't know what to call it really. I had to cup it in there. It sounds so violent. I had to cup it in there. Get it in your face. I had to cup it in there. There's like this weird little corner right here. And it wasn't the best using it. Like only a little bit actually came out when I was trying to pee. And also, like I said, even though I had this plan for this little cupping area right here to work, it never worked usually, because I never dared use this in public because I knew after times of testing it, obviously it sucked. It didn't work. I would cup it right here, and then I would start doing my thing, and then it's like I could feel it going on the opposite sides of my legs, and that's not what STP is supposed to do. Basically, that was my failed attempt to make an STP. So if I ever want to, my dog just took it. It fell on the floor, and he just took it underneath the bed. It's clean. It's not like it smells like piss, and that's why he grabbed it. I don't know. They have a strong sense of smell. Maybe there's something on it, but I cleaned it pretty great. Yeah, that was my failed attempt at making one of these things. And if I ever want to someday, STP, stand to pee, right? If I ever want to actually use a urinal, because it's going to be a while before I do any type of surgery or have any clue or idea about the real details about that stuff. I'm saying, still a young preteen boy anyway. If I ever want to, just to use a urinal, then that means I'm gonna have to either try to make another one and actually not mess it up when I make an STP, or and that's gonna be a challenge because I have a feeling that the second one is gonna have to be somewhat of this size. This huge, this building, and you can't always fit that stuff in your pocket, especially not discreetly. And anyway, to pull that thing out of my pocket and put it, near my junk, and then try to act like it's completely natural when there are 15 guys in the bathroom. I mean, I'll tell you, people just don't understand. It's a hard life of TM. It's a hard life, yo. It's a hard life. I'm thinking about that Annie song. But really, Unless I can make another one that actually works and that's not too big and ridiculous, I'm gonna have to buy one. And those things are, if I buy one, now I'm gonna get the good one. It's like the Peacock Gen, I think, like 2.0 or whatever. It's called the Peacock. I'm definitely gonna get one of those because it's it's a pack. It's SCP, a packer, and for play. You know what I'm saying? Play. I want to get that one, but that one's like, again, the life of an FTM, y'all. And just everything's just so overcharged. That one's like 300 bucks. That's 10 times what the binder I had to buy was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 300 bucks. 330, 400 at the most. Like way off somewhere else. It's just, and again, the annoyance in my mind of, oh, we have to save this money. We have to put this money away. And then what if I get it and I don't even like it? Yeah, money back guarantee, and maybe you can send it back after like pissing in it. But still, like, like, I think I would get like the 5.5, because the 6.5, I'm not even gonna push for that. What am I, a monster? I'm not gonna push for that. I mean, I'm black, and that's like what people assume of black guys. But dang, I'm not gonna have that monster in my pants. It's just, no, I can't make that. I can't make that work. If I'm at work and that thing is just too noticeable, like my pants are jiggling around too much. Oh, so I'm gonna get like the 5.5. Yeah, I'm a black guy, but I guess I'll settle for that for now. Someday upgrade. That's my video. I'm trying to make SCP, and it failed. That's my video, okay? But hey, at least it didn't like fall out like like my pocket or something when it was supposed to be attached. You know what I'm saying? At least it didn't like fall out when it was like supposed to be like my penis, like in the guy's bathroom. You know what I'm saying?